So hello guys, welcome to Max Opacity. In today's tutorial, we're recreating this animation. So let's get into it. So inside of After Effects, I'm going to create a new composition, 1920 by 1080, 24 frames, and I'm going to make this 10 seconds. So for the background, I'm going to leave the background as black because I'm going to place a map and another animation like you've seen from the sample clip. So let's leave the background as it is. So the first thing we need to create is the graph line and the graph animation first. So that's what we'll do first. So all of the assets and the project files will be in the description below if you want to download it. And if you want to support me, please, you can do that on Buy Me a Coffee or on Patreon. But if you can't, please like and subscribe to this video so you can get more of our tutorials like this. And you can also give me suggestions on what to do. So let's go. So to create the graph line, first thing we need to do is bring up our guide. So I'm just going to bring up this ruler here and just push it down like this. So I'm going to go to my pen tool here, make sure there's no fill, and bring up the stroke. It will be, let's say, around yellow or so. So I'm just going to draw a stroke from the start here to the end. Then go back to my selection tool and align this properly. So I'm going to go to my align tool also to align this to the middle. And the stroke size is going to be 1 pixels. It's really small here, you can't see it. So for this first, I'm going to go down to the content here and I'm going to go down to the stroke, then click on this plus icon here to make it a dash, and we can leave it as the default. So I'm just going to make this stroke size here just so that it's visible for us to see. For now, I'm going to make it 2, and this is better like this. So once you're done with that, I'm just going to remove this ruler and bring in another one here, then draw another stroke from the bottom to the top. So once you're satisfied with the stroke length, instead of creating each like different strokes, I'm going to go down here and add a repeater to this. So we don't create it, add a repeater to this. I'm going to make this repeater 7, then go down to the transform, then move the position till you align it with the other end like this. Then again, I'm going to add the trim parts to this. Then for the trim parts, at the beginning of our animation, I'm going to set a keyframe, or I'm going to move this forward to like maybe 1 second or so, then set a keyframe for the end, then come back to the beginning of our timeline and move this back to 0. So we have this easy animation here. I'm going to make this easy ease just for now. I'm not going to go into the graph editor. So this is okay. So again, without any layer being clicked, go to your pen tool, and this time I'm going to create like a line ascending up. So once you're satisfied with the line of your stroke here, I'm going to duplicate this line here, then go down to the content, to the shape, and to the parts like this. Then I'm going to go back to my pen tool. So this time I'm going to go back to my selection to select just this one here, then click on my pen tool. Then I'm going to draw a full line here and close it off. So for this, there's not going to be any stroke, just a fill of yellow. So I'm just going to copy the color code from the other one and paste it here too. And once you're done with that, I'm going to bring up the opacity and make that around 15. And now we have something like this. So once you're done with this, the next thing we're going to do is do a quick animation of this graph going up here. So it's pretty easy. So first, I'm just going to select this trim part we did and press U to bring up those keyframes. Then just after this first keyframe here, or let's go forward first here, just after our last keyframe, then I'm going to click both of these and bring up our position and set a keyframe here. This is where the animation is going to stop. Then go back like this just after the first keyframe. Then I'm just going to drag this below like this and just give this some easy ease. Then finally, before we pre-comp anything, I'm going to make all of this 3D because we're going to work in 3D later. So I just want to do that now. I'm just going to select the last, let me bring this up again, these last 2 shapes here and pre-compose them. Just name this graph line. Then I'm going to select the graph line or the precon, and I'm going to max this. So make sure it's maxed and not shape. I'm just going to draw it from here to the edge of our graph here. Now you see that it animates from the bottom as if it's something like this. So this is okay. Make this 3D also. So for the figures around this, I'm not going to do that in this tutorial because that would take us too long for me to start doing it. So I'm going to do that later in my post-production. And because I'm doing this on the fly, like in this tutorial here, it's maybe not perfect as what you saw in the example. So that's because I'll take my time more to really retouch it and make it more appealing. So that's just your own assignment to retouch it. So I'm just giving you the framework of how you're supposed to do it. So let's move on to the second part of our animation. So next thing I'm going to do, I'm going to select all of this layer here, then pre-comb them. And this is just going to be graph. Make it 3D. Turn on this continuous rasterization. And I'm just going to shy this away. So the next part is I'm going to be adding kind of the news reel or the news clip. So let's get into that. So I have imported this image of Trump and Putin here, and also a logo of BDC that I'll be using for the next part of our tutorial. So the first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to go down to my rectangle tool here, and I'm going to pick this rectangle tool here. Then make sure it's a fill and no stroke, and let's leave it as yellow. So I'm just going to draw a fill from here to like the edge of the other side, like this. Then I'm going down to my align tool here and center this properly. Then go back to the property and maybe move it up a bit. I think this is okay. Then the next thing I'm going to do, move this to the edge. So the next thing I'm going to do, I'm going to go down to my text tool here. Then with the text tool selected, hold your left mouse button and draw the box around draw a box around your yellow fill here, so that our text will be within this bounding box here. So I already have a headline that I'll be using for this, so I'm just going to paste that. I've copied it already. I'm just going to paste that, and I'll be using Poppins font extra bold. So I've pre-combed this, and the next thing I'm going to do now is bring in our logo here. Let me go back to my selection tool, bring in our logo here and place it on top like this. Maybe go in, and I'm going to scale this up a bit, then position it like this. So this is fine. Let me see if I might raise it up a bit. This is better. So I'm just going to bring in Trump's picture with Putin again. Scale it down. Then finally, I'm going to add the body of our text, just a summary of the headline around here like this. So I'm going to bring in our text to here, then do the same thing. So I'm going to copy out the body of the text. Then the font size, the font weight this time is going to be regular. I'm just going to paste that. Then change the color to white. Then scale down the text. Then also adjust the alignment so it's from the right like this. Then you can also work on the, I don't know what it's called. So this might not be the best because this is a tutorial like I said before. So while you're working on your own, you need to take more time in designing it properly. You can also add the time the article was published, maybe the date the article was published. You can also add it below here, which I will do while I'm recreating this. So you can also do that. So finally, I'm going to make everything here 3D. Then pre-compose all of this our text here. So I'm just going to call this news. So finally, we are going to animate this, but first I need to bring in our backgrounds for this. So let's go back. So I have imported this map here, this black themed map, and also this green flag, this flag in a green background here. So I'm going to bring this in, then scale it down and reposition it. Then I'm going to bring in this our flag here. It's big. I'm going to scale it down. Then I'm going to key out the green background. So I'm using key lights. So for these two, they are not going to be 3D because they won't be moving. So I'm just going to move them down to the edge here. Next, I'm going to add an adjustment layer and put it on top of this. Then I'll go to effect and add Gaussian blur to this. You can use camera lens blur, but that's slow. I'm just going to add just like this. So to make a quick animation, first I'll bring in both of our layers here, then press S, make sure the second one is selected, press X to bring in the scale. Then I'm just going to scale this down a bit like this, then also bring in the rotation. Now I'm going to rotate it on its y-axis, just slant it a bit like this, and this is okay. Then I'll go ahead and remove this one. So once the first one animates in, so remember, this is not the final animation. You still need to polish this up and add a few features to this to make it pop. So this is just, so once the first one animates, I'm going to bring in position, also position for this, then set a keyframe for the position, then go forward a bit. Then I'm going to adjust the z-axis like this, or let me just make these 2 views and change this to custom view. So I'm just going to be using this gizmo here. So I'm going to align it to the side like this, then make it easy ease, something like this. Then I'll do the same thing for this other layer here. The first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to go to where I want it to end, raise this up a bit, then also scale it down. Once you have adjusted it to where you want it to be, I'm just going to set a keyframe for the position, then go back to the beginning here, and I'm going to drag this out. I'm going to move this second keyframe to forward a bit so that they don't animate at the same time, something like this. So you can add more animations to this. You can, if you have multiple clips, you can do that. So like I said, this is just playing around with this tutorial. So if when you're creating yours, you need to take more time to polish it a bit. So I think I'll just stop the tutorial here, and if you have any question, you can reach out to me on Instagram. Also, I'll put down the link in the description. And if you have any suggestion, this tutorial today was kind of hasty because I didn't really practice it much before doing it. So this is what I have here. So in the future, I'll take more time to construct the tutorial to be better. So thanks for watching, and see you in the next one.